Al-Dhariyat. Surah Al-Dhariyat, Ayah 19, verse 19. And the Surah Al-Ma'arij, Surah Al-Ma'arij, verse 24 and 25. Verse 24 and 25. So we have Surah Al-Dhariyat. I'm not going to give you the number of it in the Mus'haf. I don't want you to make some efforts and find it. Surah Al-Dhariyat, verse 19. And the surah that is named Al-Ma'arij. Al-Ma'arij. سأل سائل. طيب. The verses 24 and 25. So that's your first homework of tonight. When you go home, inshallah, tonight or tomorrow, you get the Mus'haf, the Noble Quran, and then you read these ayats. If you can in Arabic, make an effort. If not, read the translation, the meanings of them in English. Because they talk about the zakat. There is a right upon certain people, okay? So therefore, giving the zakat is an obligation. It's not a sunnah like some people they think, like sunnah of dhuhr, sunnah after Maghrib. And most definitely, giving the zakat is not an option. And it's not just a donation that you can do or you don't. Giving the zakat is not a donation, it's an obligation. So you don't hear the zakat and think, oh, let me give whatever I can. La, you need to find out how much you have to give and give it with a smile in your heart. Ibn al-Qayyim rahimahullah ta'ala, he says the sadaqah, and especially the zakat, لا تنفع صاحبها حتى تغادر قلبه قبل أن تغادر يده. He says any act of charity does not benefit the person until he leaves his heart before he leaves his hand. If somebody give it and in his heart he don't want to give it, that's not going to do him no good. So you have to give it willingly, out of joy. But this is, to begin with, Allah asks you to give only a little bit of what Allah has given you. Allah gave you a lot. And He wants a little bit, not for Himself, but for your brothers and sisters that are going through some hardship. You see? And there is so much good in doing that. Shaykh ibn Uthaymeen, rahimahullah ta'ala, he mentioned that in the book Tanbih al-Afham, which is the explanation of Umdat al-Ahkam. In the section of zakat, in the beginning, Shaykh ibn Uthaymeen, he mentioned some of the merits and the virtues of zakat and the impact on that on individuals and on society. As for the individuals, because first of all, a person is rewarded by Allah because he's complying with the command of Allah. You get a great reward, a magnificent reward by paying the zakat, because you're submitting to the command of Allah. And those who submit to the commands of Allah, Allah loves them, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward them greatly. Number two is purification for your wealth and increase in your wealth. And as socially, subhanallah, it's amazing. Paying the zakat contributes in safety and harmony and unity and love between the Muslims. And that is because when the wealthy amongst the people in that society give zakat, the poor people, they love them and respect them and make dua for them. May Allah protect their wealth. May Allah increase their wealth. And they're not going to try to steal from them. Now everybody's going to live in peace and tranquility. Look at the hikmah of Islam, mashallah, the beauty of Islam. The beauty of Islam. And they will, when those poor and the needy and the like, those who have debts and going through some hardship, they get that money, they make dua for the wealthy. So imagine you give the zakat and then a whole family or few families that benefited from your wealth, they stand up at night in the last third of the night while you are asleep making dua for you. Oh Allah, have mercy on this person. Oh Allah, make him from the people of Jannah. Oh Allah, protect his family. Oh Allah, make his sons and daughters righteous. Oh Allah, forgive his sins. Oh Allah, cure his beloved ones who are going through some hardship. Oh Allah, you sleep. You're snoring, but some other people are making dua for you. Allahu Akbar. Ni'mah, great ni'mah. And then they will have respect for you. When they see you in a market, when they have respect for you. If somebody want to mess with your property, they says, no, leave it alone. You see? But now if the wealthy, they don't want to give the zakat, what's going to happen? The poor, they may hate them, they may not like them, they may even make dua against them. They may wake up on the third of the night, oh Allah, destroy these guys. They shouldn't actually, they shouldn't do that. Because the Muslims shouldn't do those things. You should always make good dua for the people, okay? But then, those who don't understand the religion properly, and they are not firm upon the deen, they may do something that is not right. They may even try to steal from the wealthy. So now, the wealthy, they don't have peace. You see, community doesn't have peace, and the like. So it's very important for us, ya ikhwan, to remember these things. Now, so the Shaykh now he says, look, once again, zakat is one of the pillars of Islam, is an obligation, is a right upon the wealthy or those who have enough, an extra, to give back to who? To the poor and the needy and those people whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us that they deserve to receive the zakat. Okay? By the way, to tell you straight out, masjid is not one of them. It's not permissible to give your zakat al-mal for the masjid, to maintain the masjid. Because masjid is not one of the recipients. Yes, it's good to maintain the masjid. The believers should maintain the masjid the whole year round. You should always say, look, I benefit from this masjid, mashallah. I pray, I learn tawheed, I learn sunnah, mashallah. I learn Quran, hadith. My children, they learn Quran, Arabic. We all, mashallah, this masjid established upon tawheed, upon sunnah, no bid'ah, no innovations, no politics. The good thing that we're supposed to be upon, so that when death come upon us, we're already on the right path. Yes, you're supposed to maintain this masajid, and everyone help according to his means, whatever you can. But the zakat is not to be given to the masjid, unless if the masjid that is established upon sunnah, be careful now, some masajid they just established like that. You gotta be careful. Unless if in that masjid that is established upon the sunnah, for real, not just by name, for example, and they say, look, if you don't know people to give the zakat, mashallah, you can give it to the imam, for example, because he knows families that they need zakat or they need help. In this case, now, if that imam is upon sunnah and you trust him, then inshallah ta'ala you can give them that money of zakat to be given to the poor, to the needy, and those whom Allah has said in the Quran, okay? Now, you don't just like there is a sadaqah box to maintain the masjid and you put zakat al-mal there, la. You don't. You don't do that, okay? No. The zakat, the ulama, they says, is supposed to be given in the area where you want, to benefit the poor where you want first. If you live in an area where there is no poor Muslims, or nobody from those people that deserves the zakat, okay? then, or there is only a few and there is a lot of money of zakat, they were being taken care of, then in this case you can give it somewhere else. Okay? No. And you start by the closest people to you. Al-aqrabuna awla bil ma'ruf. Shaykh ibn Uthaymeen rahimahullah ta'ala, when he was asked, he said, somebody says, look, I got zakat al-mal, but I have some family members, cousins, aunties, brothers, sisters, nephews, that they are very poor and they deserve it. The Shaykh said, give it to them first, because that will count for you as sadaqah wasila. You'll be rewarded twice, for giving them the zakat and for keeping the ties of kinship and taking care of your family. Excluded from this, your parents. You don't give zakat al-mal to your parents. One of the mashayikh, he was asked, he said, can I give zakat to my parents? He started crying. He said, subhanallah, your parents going through hardship and you were saving money? How can you save money and your parents in need? You don't save money on your parents in need. You give them the money. Alright? So you don't give, your parents don't get zakat. They're supposed to get from your wealth, from your money. May Allah have mercy on us. So now, the one who gives zakat al-mal, alhamdulillah, we've been happy and joyful, it will be accepted from him. The one who does not give the zakat, now the Shaykh says, if someone said, there ain't no zakat, man, come on, those days are over. There is no zakat. I don't believe in zakat. That's a kafir now. This person become a kafir, because he's denying one of the pillars of Islam. So remember, this is not someone who just didn't give the zakat. This is someone who said, there is no such thing, zakat, man. What do you think? We live in a old age? No zakat. That's kufr. But if a person now, he believes, the Shaykh says, he says, no, zakat, akhi, Allah has made it obligation. Alhamdulillah, it's still an obligation. I'm not denying that. I can't deny that. But he don't want to give it out of being stingy or a stinginess. So he's not a kafir, this person. The ruler, the Muslim ruler, should deal with these people and should take it from them. Because this is a right for the people, should give it to them. Take it away, take it by force. And if they are even if they are mashallah, people are famous and strong and they support by other people, he says the ruler has the right to fight them until they give zakat. That's what Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu Siddiq did. After the death of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he became the Khalifa, and that's the first thing he did. He fought against those tribes that they refused to give the zakat. Okay? Al-Rukn al-Rabi', the fourth pillar from the pillars of Islam. What is it? Who knows? What is the fourth name, Abdullah? Fasting, Mondays and Thursdays. Right? Huh? You gotta speak up, because if you don't speak up, somebody gonna say something else. Naam? Ahsan, fasting half of the month of Ramadan. That's what Abdullah says? Fasting half of the month of Ramadan? What did he say? You heard him? Did you hear him? Alright, Abdullah, say it again, because they didn't hear you. Did he say fasting the first 20 days of Ramadan? What did he say? Hey, the month, meaning the whole month of Ramadan. I know. Once a lifetime? Or 2 times in your life? Or 10 times in your life? Which one? 2 times. Okay? Huh? Any idea? Fasting in a month, of the whole month of Ramadan, Is it once a lifetime or twice or 10? Huh?